Hello again, everyone. I'm Dr. George Simon. Welcome to another edition of the new Character Matters program. This is the program where we talk about what I consider to be the defining issue of our time, the character crisis that we have faced for several decades now, and that affects every aspect of our lives. And that's the topic of today's program. Perhaps it will not come as a surprise to some people, but recently I've been getting a lot of mail from folks taking me to task for my emphasis on character and its importance. I've been told emphatically by a lot of folks that I pretty well don't know what I'm talking about or what really matters. Character, they say, is unimportant. I've heard all kinds of things about what is important. Some say the correct policies, government policies. Some say the right mindset, political mindset, conservative versus liberal or progressive. Some say it's a matter of who controls power. Some say it's a matter of preserving wealth. I've had all kinds of folks take me to task for being misguided, uninformed, perhaps a little well-meaning, but basically ignorant of life and how it works. I've been told emphatically, character does not matter. Perhaps, in a way, the folks writing me are correct, because in fact, character does not seem to matter anymore. But I would challenge you to take a serious look at any of the social problems that we have, even some of the economic problems we have, and not just here, but anywhere in the world. I would challenge you to look at those problems with an open mind and with some reasonable scrutiny, and not find at the root of most of those difficulties the character problems that we have been suffering from for so many decades now. Now, once again, I am not saying that we human beings, as we are in our very makeup, I am not saying that we human beings haven't always had our character challenges. We are not naturally civilized, wholesome human beings. That has to be developed in us. Our capacity to have good character has to be developed. And it takes a combination of the right kind of innate traits and the right kinds of formative environments and supportive environments to make that possible. But I would challenge you to ask any teacher, anywhere, that faces daily the challenge of trying to educate folks who come totally unprepared emotionally, psychologically, attitudinally, to properly absorb the material, because their whole way of being, seeing the world and relating to the world is dysfunctional. And I would ask you to ask any survivor of a toxic relationship who once had such high hopes only to undergo the worst imaginable emotional pain when things fell apart. And I would ask you also to look very carefully at the dysfunction within governmental systems and look past the rhetoric and not find at the root attitudes of entitlement, arrogance, vindictiveness, heartlessness, all manner of what used to be more widely regarded as poor character. And it is for this very reason that I wanted to go beyond all of the information that I tried to convey in my earlier written works and produced the book that is now called Essentials for the Journey, Embracing and Living the 10 Commandments of Character, proven principles for developing a psychologically healthy, emotionally healthy, spiritually fulfilling life. And I'm proud to announce that Essentials for the Journey is now available as an audiobook, readily available on Amazon. So you could have it with you, play it in your car, ponder its message. I pray sincerely that you will do so. Not so much for my edification, but because I sincerely believe in the timeless principles that can help make all of us the better versions of ourselves and can help allay the dysfunction among us. We are one very large and very dysfunctional family. It occurs at the micro level and the macro level. And at the root, at the very root of it all, is the character dysfunction that's been with us for too long and has gotten completely out of control. So that we've lost our bearings, much like a sailor on the sea that's got no instruments and has no clear sky above to use stars for reference points. We don't know what normal or healthy is anymore. Dysfunction has become the new norm. All manner of behavior once considered outrageous or unusual or reflective of poor character has become completely acceptable as long as we get what we think we want in the moment with no concern for the impact. And for that reason alone, I'm going to keep sounding the alarm and the same drumbeat until I can't anymore. And I would ask you to consider availing yourself of Essentials for the Journey, now available on audiobook. Till next time, I'm Dr. George Simon. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.